Hi, my name is Rachel Cooper, and I am a social worker at the Social Services Department of the Salvation Army in Waco. I am about to meet with my client named Bonnie Wilson. She's age 75. She's a retired secretary who has a high school education and 2 grown children, Hannah and Ruth. As I tune in to how my client must be feeling, I think about the emotional aspect of her feelings, and I believe that she might be very embarrassed for needing help, as she's always been able to rely on herself and she doesn't think that she needs charity. I believe that money might be a taboo area for her, especially because she has been able to take care of herself for so long, but at the same time she feels a sense of urgency because of her late bills. I believe that she might question my ability to help her because I am not much older than her great nephew that she's been caring for. Intellectually, Ms. Wilson is in a situation where she needs desperate assistance to pay her bills, and that might cause her to become frustrated that the process takes some time. Ms. Wilson probably also feels conflicted due to the financial strain that her nephew has caused on her, but at the same time she feels responsible for him. As I tune into myself, I put myself in Ms. Wilson's shoes and I understand her urgency. I can relate to the frustration of needing something, yet the people who can help fulfill my need will not cooperate as fast as I would like them to. To some extent, I understand the struggle that it is to make money last until the next check, and the hard choice is between buying food or paying rent. While my situation was never as extreme as Ms. Wilson, it is a nerve-wracking situation nonetheless. And here is my client.
Hi, it's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I'm Rachel Cooper. I work at the Social Services Department of the Salvation Army, and I'm here to help you try and solve some of the immediate problems that you're experiencing in regards to your bills. Now, I know that you're probably feeling a sense of urgency, but before we go on, I must tell you that everything you say here is confidential unless it regards to potential child abuse or possible harm to yourself or others. Is that okay?
Yes, that's fine.
Now, which problems do you feel that we need to address first?
Well, to be honest, I feel like I'm going through quite a bit. I mean, I'm not able to afford very much. I have my nephew in tow. I have no job. I've recently retired. So income is a little bit not as steady as it used to be in my youth. And I'm experiencing some severe health problems. I've got really bad arthritis and I can barely see with all my glaucoma that I'm experiencing. And I don't know if it's just the situation. I don't know if it's just the way my old age is getting to me, but I've just been very, very anxious and very depressed and just going through a lot. So it's a lot, but I have been working my whole life. I've been independent my whole life, so this whole new thing is it's a little bit different.
This new period of your life must be very hard.
Yes, it is. It's very hard.
It must also seem very overwhelming. Maybe we can try to break down some of your problems so they seem less overwhelming. Would you be open to that?
I mean, I suppose we could try that.
Well, let's look at first some of your immediate problems. So you are behind in your electricity, rent, and water payments.
I am, yes. Yes, I am. And it's not like the landlord is helping me either with his where's the rent, where's the payment. It's very, very frustrating.
I'm so sorry you're going through that. Could you tell me more about that?
well, he's young, just him and my nephew. Everybody's just a whole lot younger than me with their sprucey body and their perkiness. It's unmanageable and it's unacceptable for the way that I have been my entire life. I don't understand the way they act with their whole new age. I'm working as hard as I can, but I don't work anymore. So being my age and being retired, it's not as easy to come by that much money.
I can see that. That would be really hard. Tell me more about your relationship with your nephew.
That boy is a lot. He is quite a lot to manage. He's in his teen years, so he's experiencing that whole puberty thing, and he's also experiencing the age where all of his friends are going to big fancy schools like Harvard and UT and Baylor and all those very fancy schools that cost so much money. And I love the boy to death, and his mom passing away so recently, I understand that he's going through a lot of hardships, but it's not like we can afford doing this whole fancy college thing, and him just being with his puberty and his electronics and his X station and all of that nonsense. I don't understand it, and I don't understand all of this constant needing to eat and do all of these things with friends, the need of all of it when he's not working. And back in my day, if I was doing all of that stuff, you best believe I was working. I was always working, always been that way. I had friends, I was very smart, I just had to work for what I wanted, and I don't feel like that is this day and age. I feel like probably it took you a long time to get really anything done for yourself. I mean, kids these days, they're just getting everything handed to them.
It seems to me that you're questioning my ability to help you because I am younger. I'm a younger generation. Is that the case?
Well, you're about the same age as he is, and I don't even know how he's able to take care of himself. He's barely able to take care of any pet that he's had in his life, and I don't know about that, so a little wary.
Well, I can tell you that while I have had different experiences than you, it is my job to help you and provide you with resources. And so while we've had different life experiences, that is the goal of the situation, and that is what I plan on doing. Mm-hmm. So, and I am competent in this. I am licensed to help you. So that has shown my competency and my ability to help you. So I would like to assure you that while I am younger, I am in a position where I can provide you with the assistance that you need.
We'll just have to see about that. I'm gonna need some more convincing about that. Those Meals on Wheels people, they were very helpful, but still, I don't know about that.
Interesting. Tell me more about your thoughts. Did you have a hard time trusting them, on the people in Meals on Wheels?
They were nice folk, all right. It's just, I don't know about, I don't know. I don't like the whole helping thing, and I don't like the whole charity thing and the whole, all of that nonsense. I did appreciate the food assistance that my nephew and I have received, but it's not what I was expecting, and that took me a long time before I was able to trust them, so I'm not sure about that. not sure.
Yes, ma'am. I can see how that would be hard. And on top of everything else, it's just so overwhelming. Is that the case? Do you feel that way?
I'm very overwhelmed. Having all of this electricity and water nonsense and the lack of not being able to have my pills. I'm an old woman. I need my pills. I've got really bad arthritis. It's in my wrists. It's in my feet. It's all over the place. And it's not like I could see it very much anyway because of all these cataracts. I'm an old woman. I've worked. And now my body's tired. And I need my pills, and I can't afford my pills, and I can't help my nephew get everything that he's needing or wanting, and I can't even afford to find somewhere to live or have any form of electricity or water. It's very, very difficult. I can't even, it's just all not my favorite thing ever. It's very difficult. I'm very overwhelmed by all of these different things.
Well, I am here to help relieve you of some of the stress that you're going through in your life. I'm here to provide assistance for that. And although I can see that it's accepting help is a little bit of a struggle for you, I would like to be here to support you through that so that you will be able to accept the help that we are willing to give you. And know that there is no shame in accepting help. You are not a charity case, but instead you are a brave person for coming forward and expressing your need. It is so much braver to come forward and ask for help than to sit quietly when you do need help.
I suppose that you're very right for a youngin'. You seem to have something under those glasses of yours.
Thank you, Miss Wilson. I appreciate that. So I really appreciate the opportunity that you've given to talk to me about your concerns. Would you like to move on to the services that we can provide for you?
I mean, I've kind of heard of some things that y'all have done, but I don't really know a lot about them, so if you could catch me up on that, I think that would be very helpful, yes.
All right, good deal. So here at the Salvation Army in Waco, we can provide a couple of things, and I've already looked into the programs, and you do qualify for the ones that we're going to talk about today. So you don't need to worry about that, you do qualify. Things that we can offer you are prescription medication programs, utility money programs, and rent assistance programs. Would you like to hear more about this?
I would be interested in hearing more about how they're able to help pay for my pills. They're very expensive. They don't come by cheaply.
Yes, ma'am.
They're not like the candy M&Ms that you kids pop into your mouth at parties.
Yes, ma'am. I'll tell you more about them right now. So we actually have several options for you, either here at the Salvation Army or we can refer you somewhere. At the Salvation Army, we will get in touch with your doctors to provide you free samples of your prescriptions. We also offer prescription cards that you can use at your pharmacies to get discounts so that you will be able to afford your medications.
I see.
We also can refer you to the Myers Center Family Health Clinic, and they will be able to provide health assistance not only to you but also to your nephew for whatever the health problems that you experience.
So even if he falls over and breaks his arm and everything like that, y'all will still be able to help him and with my glaucoma?
Yes, ma'am. We will cover both services.
I don't know about that. Keep going. You said something about the houses and stuff.
Yes, ma'am. We do offer rent assistance, and we offer utility assistance as the emergency relief program.
Mhm.
And you do qualify for both since you are under the threat of foreclosure and utility shutoff.
Mhm.
So we will help you with your electric bill, the TSU electric bill,
Okay.
and give you money for rent until we can find you a sustainable lifestyle.
All right. And would I be able to live where I'm living now? Probably not, I'm assuming, right?
Well, we would like to keep you in your home right now.
Okay.
That would be including our rent assistance.
So I don't have much, but all that moving and my arthritis, I don't know about that. And
Yes, ma'am.
all right.
We would like to keep you in your house, but you still seem hesitant. Could you tell me
Well,
more about that?
There's also the food issue. I don't know about that. My nephew eats a lot, and I mean I don't eat very much, but the amount that he eats, it would take a billionaire to feed him properly.
Well, I understand, but you do qualify for the program at Caritas of Waco, and we can get you emergency and supplemental food for as long as you need it. And that would get you as much food as you need to fill your stomach and attempt to fill your nephew's stomach.
I don't know about that. He has quite the stomach. It's mind-blowing. But carrots? Is that what you said?
Caritas?
Carrots. Okay. So what? So this carrots and this salmon army, it's able to help assist me in all of my needs.
Yes, ma'am. We will try and help you with all of your needs. We also offer counseling services for you and your nephew, so that you can move towards a more sustainable life, and he can help reach his goals, so that you will no longer have to feel the need to take care of him. He can live on his own. That seems to be not sitting well with you. Could you tell me what you're thinking?
It's just a lot of information. It's been very difficult dealing with all of this, and I've only had the boy for about 4 months, and I already don't feel very adequate in assisting him, and I don't really feel like I'm able to afford myself, to be honest, with all my problems. And I've never been that way. I've been that person who helps people volunteer, not the person who is someone that they're volunteering for. And this whole charity case scenario is just, it's not my thing. I've always been a woman who has worked hard and received what they worked for, and recently I just feel like since retirement it's just going downhill, and I thought I was a strong woman, and I thought that I was able to take it, not having a husband around. My 2 beautiful daughters, they're long gone in other states with not nearly as bad as weather, hopefully, God. But just, I don't know. I thought I could do all of this myself. I thought I was a older woman who was wise and was able to take care of everything. But after this whole Meals on Wheels, and then the rent, and being the threat of losing my water, it's a lot for an old woman. It's a lot for her soul to take.
Yes, ma'am. I understand how difficult that can be, and I would like to talk more about the feelings that you're feeling, so that we can work through them if you're comfortable.
I'm a very proud woman. You have to understand that.
Yes, ma'am.
I just, living in a area of Waco and not being able to, and seeing all these students and workers and everything like that trying to help an old woman and being in this environment, I don't feel like I'm capable of anything anymore. I feel pretty overwhelmed, and I'm trying to find a situation in my life that can be a little bit more sustainable.
Yes, ma'am. I understand how the situation can feel hopeless, and sharing this can seem a little taboo, and I really appreciate your honesty with me. But please know that our end goal here is to get you in the direction of a stable future. And while it might be hard to accept help, I do understand that it's hard to come into a place where a stranger is telling you what to do. And while I've never been in your situation, I want to very badly help you get through this and help you reach the point where you feel comfortable where you're at as a strong woman, and that there is no shame in needing a little help from time to time.
I just don't know about that. It's just receiving help is just it's not my thing. I know I have to help like my nephew and everything like that, but me receiving help, I just don't know about that.
Well, please know that we are going to help you take care of the urgent things, so that you will no longer have to worry about the more urgent problems that you're going through. And once we get through some of the more urgent things, like paying off your electricity, paying off your rent, getting you the medications that you need so you can start feeling better, and making sure that your fridge is stocked with food, I'm sure that we can get you the counseling that you need so that you will start to feel more comfortable in the situation that you're in the place that your life has turned into.
Well, I'm listening.
So that all sounds good to you?
I mean, obviously, no one wants to be in this situation, especially me, but it's better than nothing. So I guess I'm in a good enough place that I can, I guess, try this out, and we'll see where it goes from starting it somehow.
All right. So for the next couple of months, we will be meeting to assess your situation and get you to a more stable place.
Next couple of months.
Yes, ma'am. Processes can take a little bit of time, and so once we have gotten you the urgent care that you need, finding you a more stable, helping you transition to a more stable lifestyle will take a little bit of time, but don't worry, it will work out, and I will be here to walk with you during that process.
And I'll have assistance in all the things that I'm needing help in, like cleaning, because I know that boy won't, and cooking, and heck, even showering is sometimes an issue. These old bones, will I be able to have assistance for all of that?
Yes, ma'am, we do offer senior services through the Salvation Army, so we have in-house services that we can offer you.
All right. And I won't have any men trying to get up on me or anything like that.
No, ma'am, you won't have to worry about that.
Because I'm still a tough woman, I assure you.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm a very proud woman. I don't need any of that kind of assistance. Thank you very much.
Yes, ma'am. We do not offer those services, I can assure you.
All right. And I'd be able, if I say fell down in the middle of the night, I'd be able to have some assistance with that too. If I could call someone.
You know, I will look into, we do have a call center, and I will look into making sure that you have someone ready for you that can come when you need them.
Y'all have a call center?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Everything sounding good?
Everything sounds great.
All
I
right.
guess I'll try it out.
Ready to do some paperwork?
Yes, ma'am. I guess I'm ready.
All right, good deal.
Do you press the button?
Is this the button you press?
Mm-hmm.